Welcome everybody, Matthew Lindsay here with Precision Home Group and our special guest today,
Alecia.
It's
That's
Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
so we're doing it together.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Today we're talking about life. Now, life as it pertains to business, marriage, and just life in general. And so that's what we come to talk to you every Wednesday about, is just different aspects of life. So today we are talking to you about giving back to your responsibility, and something we both feel really strongly about. I mean, we feel, what do you think, like, as it comes to our responsibility, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I mean, things don't get better when you shift responsibility. They only get better if you take responsibility and do something about them. And so we wanted to talk about giving back, but I think there's kind of this idea of there's only one way to give back, and that's either like giving a lot of your money to something somewhere, or like only serving a certain group of people. And I think that can really be opened up into a lot of different things. You can shop fair trade, you can go to events, you can do an outreach for a group of people that you really, really care about, and there's just a lot of opportunities and different ways that you can do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, so she was saying that, you know, there's three major different ways people like expect to give back. You know, so Alecia said the first one was money, right?
Right.
You know, there's a lot of places that are like give me your money and take. You don't know where that money goes, but they have a
or
nice...
if it's being used wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, you know, you have a picture of, like, you know, children in third world or maybe even inner city, and, you know, paint this terrible, sad picture, and you're like, I feel bad, here's money, right?
It's very guilt-triggered.
Guilt-triggered.
Yeah, and so...
What was that second one you were talking about?
Giving back your time?
Yep. So a lot of that, you know, here in town, it might be, you know, a homeless shelter, you know, things like that. Maybe going down and serving food. Maybe it's a community event with, you know, the different organizations, Habitat for Humanity, you know, going and helping people build houses for the needy that need a home and things like that. We're low power here. Sorry about that. Third one here, which I wanted to talk about, is, you know, just more of the religion, and each religion having its own, rather than coming together and actually creating some type of organization, some type of an event, some type of something for people to come together. Because in my mind, there's like a lot of different religious organizations that have a go-to thing, but
Can you be more specific about that?
Yeah, so, you know, let's just say, you know, a church that I go to here in town, we have a heart for the homeless, and we go out to different shelters. I know my pastor there, he's constantly in the shelters, constantly going out and helping the homeless, constantly helping feed them, talking to them, hearing their stories and things like that, right? And then there's bigger organizations, whether it's a different church in the same religion, whether that's a different faith altogether. All of them have their different sects, but I think that if we came together and be able to do that, as a whole, we can get a lot more done.
So basically what you're saying is different people coming together from different faiths to accomplish the same goal, which is like homelessness or poverty or trafficking. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
She just has a better way with words.
All right.
So that's what we're talking about today. And, you know, get back to the main topic here about giving back to your community and taking responsibility for it. Because something Alecia started today with that I feel strongly about and I just love it, is that unless you take responsibility for a problem, for something you've identified as a problem, there's never going to be a way to fix it. So when you take responsibility for something, first you're gonna identify the problem, then you're gonna take responsibility by proposing a solution, and then taking action on that proposed solution that you have. You know, if you take responsibility for it, you can actually do something, whereas if you just identify a problem and don't do anything, you're just complaining and whining, right?
Yeah, that's what you say. Like if you don't have an answer, you're just whining, and if you have a problem with a possible solution, then you're moving forward.
Exactly. So we do have an event here going on, but before we go into that, you know, one of the last things that I wanted to talk about is just kind of the scarcity mindset a lot of people they don't take responsibility for their community and anybody outside of them or their direct family, right? And they do that because they just get comfortable. They feel like they can make it. They're making a good living. That's all they need to do.
Well, it's also like a fear thing. Like, well, if I don't have enough for me, how can I give more to someone else? But it's a weird thing that happens when you give back something that you feel like you didn't have in the first place. It's also very empowering. Like, you didn't realize that you had more to give in the first place. And when you're in those situations, you realize how much you really do have to give, and that like simply a smile can take someone's day from like the bottom, and move it up a few levels. Yeah.
And so what I would bring this back into business for a little bit here is I see a lot of people saying, oh, you don't need to go make that much money. You don't need to grow. You don't need to scale. You don't need to be able to do any of these things and, have these ambitions to create a huge, beautiful business. But one of my answers to that is, no, maybe I don't need millions of dollars right now, but if I can live off of less than that and I'm making that, what do you think I can do to bless others and take care of my community and do for other people with that excess funds, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. So I think like one idea that we've gotten or people have given us is that it is like almost irresponsible to your family to be very driven by money. And sure, that can definitely happen. That does happen to people. But the more money that you have, the more that you can give away. So the more successful our business is, the more we can help other people, other businesses, and other foundations grow.
And success breeds success, right?
Yes.
So the more successful you become, the more affluence that you have in your life and in your business, the more that you can go do that for others.
Right, and it's a momentum thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up today, I want to give you a call to action. I want to give you something to implement. I want to give you a solution, right? So we've identified a problem. We're going to propose a solution, and then we're going to take action. So what is the solution? Well, here in Anchorage, Alaska, myself, Alecia, and 3 other businesses have come together to create a solution. And what we're calling it is Operation Reborn. And what it is it's an event held monthly here in downtown Anchorage on the corner of 15th and C Street at Hair Science Barbershop. What Operation Reborn is it's a 3-part initiative. So first, we have people, the homeless community, people in need, people who are down in life and they don't want a hand out, they want a hand up. They want some type of training, empowerment. They want to better themselves and they don't want to do it on the backs of others. These types of people is the people that we're seeking. So that we have them come in and we give them food. So we make sure that they are fed. Last month we had AJ's Barbecue here in Anchorage. Great food, great barbecue. Won't find any better barbecue. So we had people smiling from ear to ear just from the food alone, right? Well, then we send them into the barber shop and get cleaned up. And man, was it great to see some of these people come in who haven't had a haircut in months even, and get really clean shaved, maybe touch up their beard, a good shampoo afterwards. It was a beautiful thing. I mean, can you tell us about some of the experiences that you saw with some of those people?
Yeah, you see people come in and they're almost like a little bit timid or like afraid to be there, and they move from being like kind of just like a little bit like quiet or shy, and you just, when they're done, they like see how awesome they look and they're like standing up straight, they're smiling, they're excited to talk to you. And that transformation is just, it's something that I've also seen in my photography work. When you like take a really good photo of someone, like they feel better, you know, they stand up a little bit straighter, they're a little bit more happy to be who they are.
Yeah, so it's an amazing thing. So first is food, second is the haircut, and while we have their attention, while they're eating, while they're getting the haircut, and even after as they stay through the event, we are all about empowering and equipping them and giving them the tools necessary to go get back into the workforce, to go get a job, to do something productive that they can raise their own income for themselves and their family. So what we've done is we've actually teamed up with several employers here in town to come to this event, to have job applications there, to have on-site interviews. This last one, we had one person hired on the spot. We have several others actually in the process of going through interview processes and getting hired. And these are people that before this event had no idea what to do. They didn't know how to get back in the workforce. They're downtrodden. They didn't know what to do. so we were able to propose a solution and took the action necessary to get them work, to get them jobs, to help change their mindset, to empower and equip them. And that's what this event is all about.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I really love about this is, like what Matt said, is trying to equip people for the future. Because a lot of events, it's kind of a hit and run, you know? Like,
that's right.
You feed them, and then they're like, well, now, where is my next meal, you know? So I'm really excited about it. And, like, of course, no outreach program is perfect, but I think this is a step in the right direction because we want people to be, like, step up for their future.
That's right. So this event is a monthly event, and that's the biggest thing about it. We're not one of those things that, you know, a couple business owners come together, do this once, and then it disperses. We're here every month. We've made the commitment to our community, to those around us, and we are here every second Sunday of every month. And corner of 15th and C Street, Operation Reborn. We even have our own Facebook page up and running now, so we will put that in the comments after we get off the video. And we love it if you guys went and followed that page, liked that page, shared that page.
Yeah.
Now the question is, well, before we get into the question, you know, as I said, this is for business owners coming together to create the solution, right? We're not asking you for money. We are coming out of our own pockets to do this. And I'm not saying that, you know, to be proud. I'm saying that because I want you to know I'm not asking you for your money.
Yes.
I have a lot of people asking us, hey, how can we help this event? We want to get in on it, and how can we do that? So what are some of the ways that people watching here could do that, Alecia?
Yeah, so we wanted to make it super, super clear that we're not here to take people's money. We want people to be invested with their time and their resources. So if you're a business or if you just are a single person and you want to volunteer, that is an amazing thing right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like as we grow bigger, like sure we'll probably need funds to help sponsor some of this stuff, but right now we're not asking for any of that. We want your time, or if you have a business that can contribute something, or if you just want to stop by or share the event, that is all that we're asking for right now.
Yeah, so first and foremost is promotion, right? So we need to get this out there so that we can help the most people possible. So if you're a business owner, please share this, like our page, comment. We have flyers online. You can print those off and hand those out. Also, if you're in a business, you're not owning the business or managing, you could do the same thing. Get this in your place of business. Get this in your community centers. Get these flyers out. Get this word out. What is another thing you could do as a business owner or people in business is we are looking to place people in work, right? So if you're a business and you can have the possibility to hire somebody, a skilled person, somebody that is hungry, has ambition, wants to grow and build big things, then you are who we want to talk to. So reach out to me, reach out to our Facebook page, our Instagram, YouTube, wherever you see this, reach out to us, get in contact with me, and let me know, hey, I can hire somebody. I want to be a part of this, and I want to help share this, and we'll get connected with you.
Yeah, and so a good email to contact us at is matthew@precisionhomegroup.com.
Or 907-302-1011 is my personal cell phone, so feel free to give me a call, text, let me know what's going on, what you're thinking. I love to connect with you. So, you have anything else, Alecia?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. So, you guys been watching. This is Matthew Lindsay with Precision Home Group and
Alecia Lindsay.
So we'll be back tomorrow to talk to you about real estate investments. Super excited about this topic. We're talking big deals. We're going to analyze cash flow. We're going to talk to you about real income producing, cash flowing real estate investments. So stay tuned for that tomorrow.
Awesome. We'll see you tomorrow.
Be great.